Hello and welcome to another episode of Enugu State This Week, our weekly platform that recalls major activities that take place in the state. Now let's take a look at some of the stories that made our news bulletins within the week under review. First, labor agitation on new minimum wage. Of course, in the week, garnered a stronger backing from the political class, with the 13 governors who were elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, who converged on Enugu, throwing their weight behind the demand of the organized labor on the issue of the new national minimum wage. The chairman of the PDP Governors Forum and the Bauchi State Governor, Senator Bala Mohammed, declared the support while briefing journalists on the outcome of their meeting held at the Government House, Enugu. Our Government House correspondent, Fred Naji, completes the report.
Governors elected on the platform of the PDP are the chairman of the forum, Senator Bala Mohammed of Bauchi, the vice chairman, Simi Fubara of Rivers, Sheyi Makinde of Oyo, Godwin Obaseki of Edo, Doye Diri of Bayelsa, and Ahmedu Umaru Fintiri of Adamawa. Others are Umo Basi of Akwa Ibom, Sheriff Obabuwari of Delta, Caleb Mufwang of Plateau, Dauda Lawal of Zamfara, Abu Kefas of Taraba, and the host governor, Dr. Peter Mba of Enugu State. While reading out the communique before the newsmen, the PDP Governors Forum acknowledged that the minimum wage negotiations are becoming unduly protracted in the face of the unprecedented hardship and impoverishment of the people, saying the labor demand for a substantial salary raise is eminently justified.
While the forum fully supports labor's demand, agreement must take into consideration the ability to pay by the subnational, the federal government, and the third tier of government. B. While negotiations are ongoing, we appeal for restraint in both utterances and actions that could lead to the complete breakdown of law and order and ultimately the collapse of the economy.
Announcing its resolve to stand by the governor of Rivers, Sim Fubara, the forum condemned the crisis in the state chapter of the party and the promise to ensure that it is resolved amicably through wider consultations with stakeholders for a peaceful resolution.
The forum regrets that the 16 years of tremendous development under the PDP-led federal government, during which the country witnessed single-digit inflation, the establishment of the existing anti-corruption institutions, and higher standards of living for every Nigerian has been eroded during the lifespan of the lackluster IPC-led federal government.
Declaring their support for the autonomy of the local government as enshrined in the Constitution, the forum said it believes in the efficacy of the local government system, which ensures that governance will be brought closer to the people.
The forum identified with the Nigerian populace in these troubling times and promises to bring back those good old days of low inflation rate, affordable food, fuel and transportation, steady FDI inflows resulting in high naira value and the greater quality of human life as recorded.
The forum commended Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State for holding the party together not only in Enugu but in the entire southeast, and extolled his achievements within a very short time in office. Meanwhile, Governor Mba had on Tuesday night organized a cultural dinner night in honor of his colleagues in preparation for the PDP Governors Forum scheduled for Wednesday. The cultural night, which had in attendance the PDP governors appearing in Igbo traditional attire, featured cultural dance displays in Igbo, Hausa and Yoruba by the state cultural troupe. The event attracted dignitaries from all walks of life, including the immediate past governor of Enugu State, Dr. Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, and his deputy, Lolo Cecilia Ezilo, serving and past National Assembly members, serving and past State Assembly members, immediate past local government chairmen, members of the Executive Council, among other top government functionaries in the state. While welcoming his colleagues, Governor Mba said Enugu is one of the few states that have enjoyed the uninterrupted stewardship of the People's Democratic Party. He described the PDP Governors Forum as a platform that enables the governors to come together to deliberate on issues that affect not only the party but their various states, and they figure out better ways of surmounting them.
Again, when we gather under the moonlight in the village square, we did not do so because we couldn't see the moon from our compound. According to Achebe, we gather together because it is good for kingsmen to gather together. So, my task here is just to welcome you most profoundly for choosing Enugu as the venue of our Governors' Forum.
In his opening remarks during a closed-door meeting on Wednesday, the chairman of the forum, Senator Bala Mohammed, said it is high time the party reclaimed its leadership position in all the states that are currently being occupied by other parties. Describing the meeting as extraordinary, Senator Mohammed said it provides them the opportunity to unify themselves and discuss issues affecting them as a party.
With all humility, I'm very proud of my colleagues, the kind of good governance they have established, and I must, on behalf of our colleagues, thank our host for this splendor and the beauty he has unfolded to us since we came here. This is the character of the PDP administration in all the states. We are very grateful for your hospitality, your reception, and the good arrangements you have made for us.
Aside from the PDP governors, others in attendance were the chairman of the party, the chairman of the board of trustees, the chairman of the former PDP Governors Forum, and the chairman of the state caucus. Others were the chairman of the former Ministers Forum, as well as the PDP state chairman in the 36 states of the federation. From Government House, Enugu, I am Fred Nnaji for ESBS News.
It was indeed a week of greater hope for Enugu people, moving closer to the energy revolution of the Peter Mbah-led administration, as the Enugu State Electricity Regulatory Commission in the week under review called on investors within and outside the country to see Enugu as a fertile state in the energy and power sector with a huge potential for return on investment. The Commission made the call at its first stakeholder engagement and consultation with the heads of the state's various ministries, departments and agencies in Enugu, who are expected to serve as key partners and enablers of the anticipated investment flows in the sector. Presenting the Enugu State electricity market model to the stakeholders, the chairman and CEO of the Commission, Mr. Chijoke Okonkwo, said market feasibility had shown that Enugu would not only generate its electricity consumption, it would also have the capacity to sell to other states and entities. Now, all contractors who have anything to do with the Enugu State government will have no option but to sit up, as the state government in the week announced the commencement of the process of terminating contracts of non-performing and underperforming companies. The government also said it was blacklisting The government also said it was blacklisting erring contractors handling the ongoing constructions of smart schools and Type 2 primary healthcare hospitals in the state. The new development was disclosed by the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Chideberonya, when he led members of the State Executive Committee on project inspection to the sites of some of the ongoing projects in Ogu, Aniri, Udi, and Oji River local government areas of the state. While commending contractors that adhered to the project specifications and timelines set out in the work plans, the SSG said the contractors and engineers had shown commitment, dedication, and integrity, which reflected the values of the Governor Peter Mbah administration. Professor Onyia, who was accompanied by the Commissioner for Education, Professor Ndubezemba, Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Dame Ugochi Madweke, Commissioner for Housing, Dr. Martin Chinwike, and the member representing Aniri State Constituency in the House of Assembly, Honorable Magnus Ede, further said the percentage of work done in the zone showed the project will be delivered within the deadline set out by the administration. Still in Enugu this week, the United Nations Resident and Humanitarian Coordinator, Nigeria, Mr. Mohammed Malik Fall, described Governor Peter Mbah's developmental initiative as unprecedented in Africa, saying it should be emulated. Mr. Fall, who stated this when he toured some of the completed and ongoing infrastructure projects in the state, maintained that leadership is the ability to manage the mega resources to achieve a mighty results. Ogechukweze now reports.
Some of the places visited includes the Type 3 Primary Health Care Center at Ogugu in Ogu Local Government Area, the Type 2 Primary Health Care under construction at Otupu Emene, Enugu East Local Government Area, the 9 Mines Water Scheme and Ohun Waterfall in Udi Local Government Area, among other projects and tourist sites in the state, while acknowledging that the model of governance in Enugu State will serve as a template for the UN to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. The body's resident and humanitarian coordinator, Nigeria, said Governor Mbah has set the good example.
As you mentioned, I have seen the health system, how it functions at primary level, but how it functions also at an upgraded primary level. I have seen the water plant and the water production had conversation, personal but not also conversation. availing those services. Let me just say, I think these two sectors are very critical. And yesterday I visited also Smart School, the education program. It brings me to what I said yesterday, is that how much I am struck and how much I feel confident and positive that with the kind of leadership of the governor, we can really make a significant change with regard to the improvement of the well-being of the people. Let's not forget that we are in the time of acceleration of the Sustainable Development Goals. The time span left is not that much, it's like 5 years and a half. And it is time for not only Enugu State or Nigeria or Africa, it's time for the world to double down. And in this context, seeing a leadership that is translating into not only increasing the services, but improving the quality of the services. What you have seen, we have seen yesterday, is not only more children are coming to school, but more children are learning much better, and the learning outcome is improving. Now what I have seen also is not only that the production and the quantity of water available for urban and rural area is increasing, but the quality of the water, the quality of the production also is improving. And I felt also the same way than in the health system. I think like bringing the digital platform, digitization of the follow-up of the patients, having a single database where you have the record of all the patients, where you can follow a pregnant woman from the antenatal care to the delivery, and the delivery to the vaccination program of the child. But these are kind of huge leapfrog when it comes to health system strengthening, because it will reinforce the prevention side of the health system. Let's be clear, 80 to 85% of the health burden is at a primary level. And if you address them there, not only you are going to save resources, but you are going also to push back on diseases. Let me just say that this has been a kind of eye-opening visit. In 2 days, I have seen and been impressed by not only the commitment, not only the drive, but the changes that are taking place when it comes to UN capital development. Our role as a UN now is to see where there is shortcoming, where there is gap, mainly in technical assistance we help, where there is gap maybe in mobilizing and convening partners to increase their support to a state like Enugu, then we step in. We also have the responsibility of showcasing the model of commitment, the model of change that we are noticing here. And
describing education, water, and healthcare as critical basic amenities, he said Dr. Mba has undoubtedly changed the narrative and expressed optimism that Enugu will become the leading state in Nigeria in achieving the UN Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. Ogechukwu Eze for ESBS.
Also in the week, Enugu State Governor Dr. Peter Mba appointed Mr. Paul Najofo as Special Advisor on Legislative Matters. The appointment is in line with Governor Peter Mba's administration's commitment to fostering effective governance and ensuring a harmonious relationship between the executive and legislative arms of government. Before his appointment, Paul Najofo was a two-time member representing Nkanu East in the State House of Assembly from 2015 to 2023. You are watching Enugu State This Week on ETV Channel 50. Enugu, do stay with us as we'll return shortly.
Yay! Another season is here again. The season of love and sharing. Season to trade, invest, and to grow our economies. Enugu State Broadcasting Service (ESBS) is out to carry your advertisements and announcements to the next level on Sunrise 96.1 FM Enugu and long reach television arm Enugu Television Channel 50, streaming live on Star Times Television Channel 113. Name it: obituaries, social diaries, events coverages, governmental matters and community activities, as well as general services at discounted rates. Come, experience the seasonal bliss in advertising on radio, Enugu State Broadcasting Service, for maximum reach to get to your target audience. For further inquiries, call 0803 318 0563. Enugu State Broadcasting Service, a double barrel experience. Signed, Management.
My better Enugu people, God don't bless our state with plenty things. We be say, if we put hands together, our state go be ogbonge. But how it go be now? If we dey tanda for house every Monday, sake of say person wey no dey Naija, they miss and give us. How our school, hospital, banks and market them go just close because of fear and laziness. Make we no dey listen to people wey no like our state. Make we join hands support government as it don't carry security come, make our state dey safe on Monday and other days them. Enugu na we own now we go join hands make am work by coming out every Monday and every day. If we dey house every Monday, bank no go dey pay money, market sef no go open, bus and taxi wey dey enter road no go dey. People wey wan do business with us from other regions no go fit come. Make we shine our eye well make we come out every Monday come dey do our normal business as government don guarantee say security go dey bam bam. Make una remember rats no dey chop something wey own a day awake. My people, together make we end sit at home for Enugu. Kia.
Do better thing, money no dey come from heaven. Do better thing, money go come. Now true word that they tell you so.
We're glad to welcome you back to Enugu State this week on ETV Channel 50, Enugu. Now let's bring you the rest of the stories. Enugu State government also in the week announced the construction of a new international motor spare parts and allied trades market, with the traders at Coal Camp, Enugu, hailing Governor Peter Mbah for his innovative mindset. This announcement was made by the Managing Director, Enugu State Investment Development Authority, Dr. Sam Obu-Nwobodo, during a meeting with the expanded leadership of the Enugu Motor Spare Parts and Allied Trades Association, Coal Camp, Enugu. According to him, the market, which is being sited at 9th Mile along the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway, was in line with the electoral promises of Governor Peter Mbah made to the traders at Coal Camp, that his administration will build a world-class market for them. Also in the week under review, the Songhai MasterCard Foundation, in collaboration with the State Ministry of Agriculture, empowered a group of young farmers trained in the region. The initiative was celebrated at a ceremony where the Commissioner for Agriculture, Mr. Patrick Mwabeze Ubru, congratulated the newly empowered farmers. The young farmers received specialized seeds, seedlings, and equipment based on their areas of expertise. Those engaged in piggery were provided with wheelbarrows and drums, while Gary processors received basins and wheelbarrows. Farmers focusing on crop cultivation were given pineapple, pawpaw, cabbage, seedlings, and cassava stems for planting. Youth support for Governor Peter Mbah's agricultural agenda was also highlighted, with plans to introduce power tillers in areas inaccessible to tractors. And in the world of sports this week, Governor Peter Mbah of Enugu State rewarded the champions of the just concluded Nigeria Professional Football League, the Rangers International Football Club of Enugu, with a cash of 15 million naira. the governor who made the pronouncement when he officially hosted the MPFL champions and received the trophy at the Governor's Lodge, Government House. Enugu also pledged non-cash rewards for the flying antelopes.
While noting that the state government will continue to support the club, Dr. Mba commended the general manager, the coach, and indeed the entire players for reinforcing the never-say-die spirit of the state, saying success abhors complacency. The governor said the history of Rangers cannot be complete without the players, hence the need to reward them with non-cash incentives to immortalize their names in the state. Reminding the players that the state needs more trophies, Dr. Mba charged the club to get ready for the CAF and other subsequent tournaments, stating that there is still a huge space in the state's trophy cabinet.
Rangers International, as you know, transcends generations. It is a unifying factor for us. And so it's not just about winning a trophy. It is not just about making us proud. It is putting Enugu State in the hearts and minds of the people of this country. It is telling those even outside this country that there is indeed a city called Enugu State.
The club's general manager, Amobi Ezako, who described the governor as a blessing to the state, attributed the victory to Governor Peter Mba's unwavering support to the club and promised to bring home other trophies. He said the governor has surpassed every past leader who loved the club, noting that with his support, it is evidence that the club is on a journey to announce its prominence again in Africa.
And he decided that Rangers must be excellent on and off the pitch. And he didn't just say it, he began the work. And for 2 years, a club that played away from home in the twinkle of an eye came back to the cathedral. That is why the 28th of December 2023 will forever be engraved in the hearts of not just Ndi Igbo, but all true lovers of Rangers and football.
Recall that the Flying Antelopes defeated Bendel Insurance in Jos Plateau State to lift the trophy for the 8th time. My name is Chioma Agolana. Report.
The Enugu State House of Assembly in the week held a valedictory session for a former lawmaker, Michael Ani, who represented Enugu North constituency in the old Anambra State. Our Government House correspondent, Judith Ohene, reports that the valedictory session held at the hallowed chamber of the House during plenary.
The Speaker of the House, Mr. Uche Ugu, eulogized the late Ani for his legislative contributions to the development and growth of Enugu State. Ugu said that the lawmaker died at a time when his legislative experience is needed most and prayed God to grant his soul eternal rest. The Speaker equally prayed God to grant the family, especially the widow, the fortitude to bear the loss of late Michael Ani.
Also, Michael UBC Ani. Also, Akalo. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Those things which ye have both learned and received and heard and seen in me, you and the God of peace shall be with you.
In a vote of thanks, on behalf of the family, Air Commodores Onubugu Ono, retired, thanked the House for the honor and respect accorded to their late brother. Air Commodore Ono expressed satisfaction that late Ani did his best in the service of humanity and the state during his lifetime.
I must not fail to thank the Honorable Speaker and all the members of the House for this wonderful arrangement whereby our
From the Enugu State House of Assembly, I am Judith Ohini.
And with that story, this is where we bow out on today's outing on Enugu State this week. But before we go, do remember that you can also follow us on our social media handles on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Enugu ASBS, on Instagram, Enugu ASBS, on Facebook, ASBS Enugu, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at ASBS Enugu 042. We are sincerely grateful for having you around, and we promise to do it better when we return with a fresh package of the program next week. Till then, and on behalf of the producer, Sam Udekwe, I thank you immensely for watching. I am Precious Chibakete. Have a wonderful day.